Hey, I'm Al Mancini with another dining invasion for you today. We're here at one of those only in Las Vegas joints, Deja Vu Adult Emporium, right here on Tropicana Road. This is where you go for all your dirty, little, sexy adult fun when you're here in Las Vegas. I'm here because my friend Anya happens to work here. Anya was born in Russia. Today we want to talk about Russian and other Eastern European food, so I figured who better than Anya and her boyfriend Adam Baum, who's also a great tattoo artist, by the way. Drag them out. We'll talk a little Eastern European cuisine. She's getting off work right now, so come on inside, let's meet her. Hey, baby, how you doing, Anya?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, darling.
So,
What's
you getting
up?
off work?
Yeah, I'm getting off work right now.
Cool. Well, I was hoping maybe you, me, and Adam could go get a little Eastern European food. Since you've always taught me about Russian food, maybe we can mix it up a little.
That sounds good. Yeah, I think he's in the store waiting for me, so good timing.
Okay, well, let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we are, guys. Guys, did I promise you a feast, or did I promise you a feast?
This is a big feast.
You did promise a feast.
Nina, I want to introduce you to my friends Adam and Anya.
Very nice to meet you.
And guys, of course, we're here in Forte, which is one of my favorite neighborhood restaurants here in Las Vegas. It specializes in Spanish tapas, but that's not really why I come. I come because you've got a lot of Eastern European fare that you really can't find anywhere else here in Las Vegas. And Anya, being born in Russia, I know you've got a lot of Russian food on the menu, a lot of Bulgarian food. What other nations?
Some Romanian dishes, some Serbian dishes, and like you said, some of the Spanish cuisine, and yeah, it's still evolving, going to different places all the time.
And guys, this is a great, I mean, come on, the art on the walls, I mean, this doesn't feel like Vegas, you know?
It has that bistro feel. It has that almost old New York, something that Vegas has been lacking for a long time. I think it's amazing.
And for those of you out there, we mentioned we were going to pick up Adam. This is Adam Baum, tattoo artist extraordinaire. He's going to be giving me a little ink soon, but not quite yet. We haven't sat in the chair. Anyway, and Anya, you've already met, and Nina. So now here we are. I guess, Anya, you're the expert on Russian cuisine as well as Nina. So you were speaking to the chef in Russian a few minutes ago. What did you ask him to make up for us?
Well, I was a little worried because I thought we were actually just going to a Bulgarian restaurant. So I was like, well, I've never had Bulgarian food. I don't know how I'm going to be able to relate to this. But, you know, all the things I was mentioning in Russian, he knew how to make. He knew what they were. And they were probably called different things, but here they are, and I'm very excited.
Nina, you've traveled extensively through Eastern Europe, right?
I have.
Do you see, are there big differences between Bulgarian and Russian and even in Turkish? I mean, it seems like there are a lot of these cuisines we were just being told cross over. They have them in different countries.
Absolutely, and I mean, when my parents were growing up, as you may know, they grew up around a time where a lot of the food items were influenced by, you know, Russian cuisine. So my parents know how to make the food, and I've grown up on a lot of this. So, I mean, like the Russian salad, we call it Russian salad in Bulgaria. You call it olivier, but it's basically pretty much the same thing. So yeah, I'm just interested in her tasting it and seeing what she thinks.
And you know, is it true? I mean, a lot of people think that all this food is going to be really, really heavy, but that's not necessarily true, right? I mean, everything's not stick to your ribs heavy.
No, and you know, everything's made fresh and from scratch, so you definitely taste the lightness from there. And it's just, it depends how much you eat. It can be as heavy or as light as you want it to be.
Okay, so guys, let's talk about the Russian salad. Explain to me what this is.
Russian salad, it's made from carrots, pickles, potatoes, some peas, mayonnaise, of course, and different kielbasas. all mixed together. So.
And what do you call
some
this in
fresh
Russian?
herbs.
Oliviera.
Oliver?
Oliviera?
Olivera.
Close.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan, but
Neither am I. This is the
You're
only
gonna
dish I'll probably eat with mayo, so.
well, there's a lot going on in there.
It's very identical to my mother's. It's really
Okay,
good.
wow.
I like the
And then, yeah,
kielbasa.
the kielbasa gives it a nice little kick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It gives it a little more depth to the meal, absolutely.
And that's the best feeling, is having people say like, oh, this is, you know, kind of like what my mom would make, or, you know, that they
Yeah.
something familiar to them. So.
Would your mom be proud?
Yeah, she'd probably throw a whole lot more pickles in there, which I don't like.
Okay.
She does it overbearingly, so this is a lot better.
Okay,
To
so
I didn't say
Anya's
that.
mom, I actually like this salad better.
what else do we have up here?
We also have pelmeni, which are Russian-style dumpling, but it's, you know, it's similar to, you know, the pierogies a lot of people compare them to, or any sort of dumpling, I guess.
It's a much lighter dough than a pierogi.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's really just kind of a
Absolutely. And we put fresh dill, scallions, green onions, and then complemented with a side of sour cream.
because my mother is Polish and she makes pierogies, but
Okay.
these are much smaller. They're lighter.
A little bit less dough, yeah.
I've had these before here, and they're always good.
Good.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I like the, there's almost a like shawarma beef taste in the meat. A lot of definitely Eastern spices.
Yeah, definitely a lot of seasoning in that meat.
Amazing.
Now this one, this baby over here has got a lot going on. We got a little piece of fish on the end. We got, what is that, a herring? Or-
Yeah, it's called selyotka, but it is herring, yes.
Okay.
And we serve it with our signature mashed potatoes, dill, some pickles, sliced onions, and lemon.
I've never even seen this dish
It
before.
goes very good with vodka.
What doesn't go good with vodka?
Yeah,
That's true.
Everything here pretty much does.
I would like to say the Russian salad vodka was outstanding. I know I've said it already, but
Thank you.
amazing.
Yeah, another thing you'll find here at Forte, a lot of great house-infused vodkas and brandies.
Absolutely.
And yeah, how do you do that? How long do you keep those things infusing?
Very fresh.
I mean, usually we start with the ingredients. It takes anywhere from 4 to 5 days to about a week to really get some of the flavor. It just depends on the ingredients. Some catch a little bit faster than the others, but yeah, we generally spend a lot of time making those.
Now, before we move on, I really want to get, this is my favorite, one of my favorite dishes on
Yeah.
your menu. It's like a cool little canoe made out of bread with melted cheese, and then you just crack an egg on it and kind of let the cheese cook the egg, right?
Yeah, this has been one of the favorites of many people. It's the Ajarski Hachapuri, and like you said, it's a homemade fresh in the style of a bread boat, and inside is Suluguni style cheese, Russian style cheese, and we crack the egg and finish it off that way.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this?
no.
I've never seen that.
No?
I'm feeling a little ashamed over here.
And you know how to. No, whoa, wait a minute.
what am I doing wrong?
You should know
What did I
better.
do wrong?
You have to mix everything together.
I have to
remember?
mix everything together
Yeah.
first? I'm sorry. You usually do it tableside for me.
Yeah. You gotta dig in.
Okay.
Alright.
A lot of times they'll actually come to the table and do it for you, depending on how crowded you are here,
Absolutely.
right?
It's all part of the.
I would have done the
experience.
same thing. It's all right.
Okay, so now we just tear some off? Or?
Yeah, you go at it.
Foodies eat very messy.
I'm
We
like,
are
you're
not meat
crazy.
leaders.
Yeah.
Dig in.
You just take a bite, I'll take a bite after.
Alright, that sounds good.
Jesus.
Hey, that is a nice messy meal. Delicious. Cheese is amazing.
All right. Let's see.
I
The
thought,
egg is sloppy. The dough is really light and airy.
Yep.
I thought the egg would actually be a little too runny, but it seems to meld well with the bread. That is good.
And one more time, what's that called?
Ajarski Hachapuri.
I never pronounce that right.
Yep.
I just point.
We'll get there.
And that's, no, I'll just keep pointing.
Everybody calls it the bread boat. A lot of people just say, "Give me the bread boat."
It's so good.
That, honestly, it's an excellent dish. If you are ever any place that has it, you must get it. It's the go-to dish here.
Thank you.
What kind of cheese are you using inside the bread?
It's a Russian style cheese, like a suluguni. Not too tough of a texture, but it complements with the egg pretty well. Very mixed.
We've got more dumplings.
Yes, these are the vareniki. These are made with potato inside, and then we put the caramelized onion on top at the end.
Okay. Are there specific, potato obviously, and cheese, and then I guess processed meats. These are the things that are kind of common to Eastern European food?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and especially these, they're very versatile. We used to do them with cheese also, and we're going to start doing some of the pelmeni actually with mushroom to go with a different dish that we're working on. So
You're going to have to share one of those, sir.
By all means, this is good.
You know, I'm actually like, I don't know why, but I'm craving some buckwheat. Like that's such a Russian thing. I know it's like so gross, but it's like always on the table.
I like
you know what I mean?
buckwheat's good. These actually remind me more of my mother's pierogies.
Really?
Polish
Okay.
pierogies.
Yeah.
A little more than the first dumplings that we
Okay.
had.
My mother
But-
actually makes hers with cherries inside, no meat, just
Really?
cherries.
sour cherries.
Yeah.
My mom used to make pierogies with potato, of course, and then she would make them with sauerkraut,
Yep.
which is really good.
Yeah, that's another one that's popular too.
So that's just pretty much onions on top, or
Caramelized
Yep,
onions?
it's just caramelized onions.
there's no bacon or anything in there. It's just
Nope.
the onions.
I think I
Really
like
good.
it better with the onion. It's a little something different than your standard pierogi.
Yeah, it gives it definitely a nice, cool little kick.
Yeah.
And then
really good.
potatoes.
Yeah, these are Russian village-style potatoes. They have they're just baked with garlic and a little bit of dill at the top.
Do you want anything? You're not eating.
Oh, I'm eating this all day, so I want to see how you are enjoying it.
Super tender. Dill
Very light.
adds an incredible, very, very light and tender. The dill adds just such a nice little freshness to it at the end there, which is great.
And we have some meats coming out too, so.
Okay, well, I'm going to eat a little more of this herring, and we'll be back with meat in about 2 seconds. Okay, now we're back. Now we've got the meat going on. I mean, we did the dumplings and we did the salads. You kept your salad.
Yeah, I have to eat my salad. It's,
Not
one of
parting
those
with
things-
that one
No,
quite yet. She liked it
you
so
know,
much.
it's like one of those tastes that you're like, oh my god, this reminds me of home. You know, you don't want to get rid of it. So
So this is these are Bulgarian style meats that we're about to have, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But now we've got some Turkish guys on the crew,
Yeah.
and they were saying this is very reminiscent. And I guess there's a long history between Turkey and Bulgaria,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I mean, Turkey was once, ruling over Bulgaria, so a lot of the food that's from there influences our style of cooking and so on. So we definitely get a lot of influence. Like we have here the lamb kebab. That's something that's, very widely eaten in Bulgaria, but
Now people see these meats, and of course that's what they're thinking when they're thinking Eastern European,
Yep.
heavy stuff, and then meat, heavy. But I'm even looking under this lamb kebab. You've got, and I want to dig into it, but you've got what seems like a really light kind of a pilaf under there, right? What ki-
cranberries.
we
Raisin.
call it an Uzbeki style pilaf, and it's essentially basmati rice, and it has the carrots and raisins and cranberries actually in there too. So it gives it the nice sweetness
Yeah, so
that really complements the lamb, I think.
It's
too.
very sweet, but not overpowering. Absolutely.
and lamb. My wife's favorite meat. She loves lamb. And that's the way lamb is supposed to taste. It's not supposed to be just
Not all
kind
sinewy.
of like a red meat, but
Yeah.
this tastes like, I don't know if you want to use the word gaminess or whatever, but it definitely tastes like it's not reminiscent of other meats. This is really,
Right.
really good.
It's like flavorful. A lot of lamb is just fat.
Yeah. And what's going on with the pepper here?
This is just a freshly roasted pepper. That's how we serve usually our kebabs. We serve it with this rice dish and some roasted
sure.
veggies.
So yeah, it's got a nice, really green, fresh taste with the pepper. You got the sweetness and the light rice there, and then of course you've got the nice, deep taste of the lamb.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
Is there much of a difference between, say, like Mediterranean style, like kebab and whatnot, as opposed to like Bulgarian? I mean,
It's
To a
all
layman.
pretty similar the way it's prepared and the way that it is presented, but everybody has their own variation of doing it. So
wonderful.
yeah.
And then over here we've got all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff going on.
this is the Bulgarian style meats, and these are the most famous types. Usually they're served in like a meshana skara or mixed grill. So we have the kebabche, the küfte, and the karnache.
Could you explain what each of those is?
Absolutely, they're all pork sausages, but it's just the shape and the spicings that give them the difference. The kebabche, it's fresh. Ground pork, and it's made into the sausage style shape, and the küfte actually has some red pepper, so it's a little bit more of a spice to it. and green onion as well. And then the carnache, it's our case sausage, and it has a little bit more of like a different seasonings and flavorings, a little more cumin, that sort of thing.
And then to accompany them, we've got, what is that right up front?
Baba ganoush?
This is kyopulu. It's like an eggplant style.
Close.
Somewhere in the
Usually,
area.
usually we serve it with lutenica, which is like a roasted pepper and tomato spread. Goes well with this, but this is, another thing that we do.
Okay, well, let me slide this over so everybody
There you
can
go.
get a plate.
We're already getting so full. I'm
Right.
just like, get a bite of everything.
Yeah, nice spice to that.
Good texture. All right, I'm a baba ganoush or whatever the name was. So
Eggplant.
So guys, see, you were afraid it was going to be Bulgarian, but I mean, this is serious. This is good food.
It
We got
is.
Russian, we got Bulgarian. You do have Spanish tapas, some really
Yeah.
good Spanish tapas here. If you're in Las Vegas, you want something completely different, this is where you come. We're going to go do some shots right now, but in the meantime, anybody have anything else to say?
This is amazing. Thank you.
I'm glad you guys got to come and try it. It was for the first
outstanding
time.
food,
It's great.
outstanding drinks. I will definitely be back. I
One more-
recommend it.
One more time, Forte, and it's over here on Rainbow in Las Vegas on the west side of town. Incredible restaurant, one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, and so next we got to take you over to Deja Vu, where Anya works. And
Okay.
have a little
Yeah.
fun over
Yeah.
there.
And then I'll tattoo everybody afterwards.
And
How
yep,
about
we'll
that?
get some tattoos over at Vegas Inked, and
And then we'll come back and do shots.
we'll do
Yeah.
shots. That's a party, guys. Check it out when you're in Vegas.
Have a great
Cheers.
night.